Good day, good day, good day, everybody. Welcome to Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and it's wonderful to be back with you live today. Yes, I hope all is well. Welcome to Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. So I am an ordained interfaith minister, a licensed religious science practitioner, a certified spiritual life coach, and the spiritual director, senior minister at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living in New York. And all of this is my ministry of joy, where I support people in living life in joy, connected to their yes. So if you need support, DM me and we could set up some time to talk. All right, all right. So let's see who is with me. Hey, Wayne. Yes, I love that star shine. Hey, Wayne, he's my space cowboy. Yes, Wayne, it's good to see you. It's good to see you, Brian. Good morning. Happy Friday, Julian. Good day, Linda from the sunny, beautiful mountains of Colorado. Good day, Pamela, Miss Bliss. Good day, Margaretta. Hope you're well. Good day, Lindsay from Cali. Good day, Nan. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you all for joining me live today. So, as you know, yesterday was a replay of a episode from the Journey series that I did last year around this time, and the focus was on progress. And one of the things that I say about practice is practice makes progress. So I hope that you got a chance to check that out and you got something from it. So we're going to jump back into our series, our Clutter series. And just as a recap, so we can remember where we left off on Tuesday. Wow, it was Tuesday because Wednesday we had meditation with the moon. We'll talk about all that in Joy News. So, clutter, just to remind you of the definition that we are using. Okay, just dropped a card. So, one, a disordered heap or mass of objects, a state of disorder. And the third one that I just love is unwanted echoes that confuse the observation of signals on a radar screen. So Tuesday we was really getting into that definition, right, of the echo. And what is the echo? So we dug into that, and the echo is a repetition of sound produced by the reflection of sound waves. Repetition of sound, right? Produced by the reflection of sound waves. And how does that apply to clutter, right? So the question that I asked is, what is echoing within us that is not wanted, that is taking up space, that is creating clutter, or the effects of it, right? Because we also now that know that clutter is not the cause, clutter is an effect. And I think that example I used was, if we have to work on something and we say, well, I can't work on it because I got to clear up this clutter first, as if the clutter is the cause. The clutter is not the cause, the clutter is the effect. So we have to address it at the level of cause, not at the level of effect. At the point that we see all the clutter, all the stuff is out pictured, right? That mass heap is out pictured. A whole bunch of stuff has already happened within here. A whole bunch of stuff has already been germinating within here for it to get out pictured so we could see it, right? because we haven't been seeing it with our spiritual eyes. So now we're going to see it with our physical eyes. And remember, this is information. So it's nothing to beat ourselves up about. If you got, a stack of papers on your desk that you haven't gone through that seems to be growing and growing and growing and growing, it's not to beat ourselves up about it and call ourselves names and do all those things. No, it's just information. Let's go within. What needs to be cleared? What needs to be cleared, right? And we dedicated our meditation with the moon on Wednesday to that. We turned over that inner clutter to the moon, right? To that full, beautiful, cold moon, right? And that moon took it all in. It was like, give it to me. I want it. Give it to me. I'll take it. Give it to me. I can hold it. I am a container for all of that clutter, so you can let it go and create space for what it is that you are seeking to experience and be in your life, right? Because our feeling tone, even as we go through clearing out, the feeling tone that we have as we do so is important. I shared that all this whole series came to pass because one of my daughters had said to me that when I'm in this space of decluttering, there's excitement. She feels excitement as my energy, as my feeling tone. And that felt good to get that feedback from her, right? However, sometimes the echo is not excitement. We're not echoing excitement, right? We could be echoing something else, right? Something unwanted, right? And I shared on Tuesday that unwanted echo and that radar, when we talk about the radar and ships and all of that, it is placed in a shadow, right? There is a shadow sector in the unwanted echoes that distort everything. And that is so reflective of us as human beings. We have a shadow sector. When left to run amok, will distort all aspects of our lives and our experiences, right? And so the shadow, we don't hold the shadow as clutter, as something that's unwanted, right? We hold the shadow sectors within ourselves as an aspect of ourselves, seeking to be integrated, seeking to be part of the whole, right? To know its worthiness, to know its love, to know it's safe, to know it's enough, right? So the clutter may be an outpicturing of a shadow aspect of ourselves that is seeking our attention, our love, just as a possibility, right? So how are we treating ourselves as we go through decluttering? From a spiritual perspective, yes, there is the physical aspect of it, right? Because we get it done, right? Baby step by baby step. But there is also an undercurrent to everything that is spiritual. Everything is one thing. Everything is one thing. And if we can live our lives through that lens, that spiritual lens, and see it from a higher perspective than what we see visibly, we can have a different experience of everything, from a feeling tone of our God quality that each one of us are embodying for 2022. Yes? Yes. So, in what ways, this is what came to me this morning in my inspirational journaling. I wrote down, in what ways do I treat myself as clutter? I ask you that question. In what ways do you treat yourself as clutter? You ignore it because things become clutter, right? You build up a mass because you're not paying attention, right? You're not giving it any kind of energy that it needs. It's just growing and growing and growing and growing. It's stuff that you don't need anymore that you're holding on to, right? In what ways do I treat myself as clutter? Like clutter. What am I holding on to that I really need to release? What hurts? What resentments? What worries? What doubts? What unbelief am I holding on to that's taking up space? That is clutter. That is time to be released. So that is the question. Thoughts and worries. Worry is a form of clutter, y'all. Worry is a form of clutter. It wastes so much time. Worry, right? Doubt, unbelief are forms of clutter. So as I was, doing what I do for SIP, I came across this article called 5 Steps to Declutter Your Spiritual Life. So I'm just going to list the 5, and then on Monday, we're going to unpack them. All right? So before I share them, I just spoke about how worry is a form of clutter, right? It's emotional, mental, physical clutter are all in the same basket. We want to separate it out, but one is connected to the other. The physical clutter is the last part of it. We think the physical clutter is the first part, but no, it's just the outpicturing of emotional, mental, spiritual stuff going on within us that we need to release. And we know this. How do you know this? How do you know this, Red Melissa? Because it shows up in form. It shows up in effect. That's how I know. And this is good information. All right. So I'm going to go through the 5 steps to declutter your spiritual life. And let me see. I could share. I wanted to share the source of this. It's from a site called Kingdom Bloggers. Okay. If anybody wants to look it up, and you can't wait till Monday for me to unpack it. So 1, pray. Pray. Yes, Lindsay. Lindsay said, worry is mind clutter. Regrets and jealousy are more. Great point. Yeah, add that to the list. Regrets and jealousy. Yep, add it to the list. Doubt, worry, unbelief, regrets, jealousy, all part of mind, emotional, mental clutter. So, step 1, pray. Step 2, release and surrender. And we did some releasing and surrendering on Wednesday with our meditation with the moon. This might not be the order that it's in. Number 3, unpack your clutter. Unpack it. Okay, I'm not going to get into each one. Unpack your clutter. I could go there with that one. Number 4, organize the good stuff. Organize the good stuff. And number 5, which really resonates with me, and you'll know why when I say it. Number 5, rest. Rest. So right now, in this moment, I am feeling sleepy and tired because I didn't go to bed. I couldn't get to sleep. I don't know what time it was. Probably like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was just awake. I could not get to sleep. So rest is one of the steps that we can take to declutter our spiritual life. And Lindsay has captured all 5. Thank you so much, Lindsay. Pray, release, unpack your clutter, organize the good stuff, and rest. So we're going to unpack all of those on Monday. So please join me on Monday as we continue our clutter series. All right? All right, y'all. So I hope that was good for you. Julian says she couldn't sleep either. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was going on. But we should have called each other, Julian, did a meditation or something. I finally did get to sleep, but I've only look at this. Lindsay too. I too was wide awake last night. Okay, now. Oh, I have to do some digging into this because I don't believe in coincidences. So there's something to this. Maybe it's that cold moon. Nan put some beautiful pictures up of the moon. It's extraordinary. Maybe it's something with that energy from the cold moon. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, yes, Julian said something with the moon. Yes, maybe. All right. So you'll do some research over the weekend and let's see if there's like something going on, like why world spread being awake on Thursday night. Who knows? Who knows? All right, everybody. Let's get into some joy news. Yes, yes, the moon, man. Don't sleep on the moon, y'all. That moon, that energy from the moon is no joke. It is powerful, and this vessel is mainly water. So tide comes in, tide goes out. In here too, right? All right. So let's get into some joy news. Let's get into some joy news. Thank you, Nan. Nan said, love this clutter info needed. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad it's resonating. We're going to continue next week. So, joy news. So I mentioned we had our meditation with the moon on Wednesday, which was National Joy Day. We had a wonderful time. We had lots of participation. We had a little hiccup. We got thrown off, but then we got back on, so all was well. And before that, we had a visioning session. So some of you were with me for both the visioning and the meditation with the moon. And so the visioning, I do visioning, which is based on Michael Bernard Beckwith's work, Life Visioning Process. I do that every first Wednesday of the month. And I will be continuing to do that into 2023. And it's just an opportunity for us to get clear, right? To get in alignment with God's idea, with Spirit's idea, with the moon's idea for our lives, right? And to get the information. So that was on Wednesday. So thank you to everyone who participated and did the work, because part of meditation with the moon is not just a show. It's for you to participate and do the spiritual practice yourselves, right? It's practice to practice it. All right. Let's see. So today's Friday. So Sunday, we had Living Life in Joy. If you missed last week, I had a wonderful interview with this dynamic author. Her name is Gail Ferguson Jones. She's a certified peer recovery coach. So she supports people mainly in the space of codependency. Recovery and codependency is powerful. And her book is called Butterfly Rising. So if you miss the episode, you could catch the replay on YouTube. I am Melissa. And please tune in this Sunday for another Living Life and Joy show, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, right where you're watching me now. Then after that, we have Sunday in Praise at Rockland CSL, where I am the spiritual director. And you can join our service on Zoom by going to rocklandcsl.org, clicking on Sunday service, and the Zoom link is there. Or you can watch the live stream on Facebook. And so for December, our theme is community. And I love that we're ending with community. And my talk on Sunday is Into We See. Into We See. So please join me. It's going to be a wonderful message. And I would love to see you all there on Zoom or on Facebook. A preview of 2023. And next week, you'll be able to register for some of these things. Next week, you'll be able to register for the 30-day mental diet class. So if you don't have the book yet, get the book, 30-day mental diet by Willis Kinnear. It's amazing. We're going to do this journey together starting in January. We're doing a visioning board workshop again, probably after we do the 30-day mental diet class. So that will be in February. And then we're going to do a spiritual practice workshop. And that will probably be in February or March. But you'll be able to register for the 30-day mental diet class next week. So stay tuned for that. And lastly, I would just ask that you share SIP, that you like, that you make comments as you do, and just share, just share the joy news around in your circles. I would truly, truly appreciate that. And I also would appreciate if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've been trying to get my subscriptions up, and I've been on and off about asking folks to subscribe. So please subscribe. Please ask your circle to subscribe, because there's a certain number you have to get to, and then a whole nother space opens up for me on YouTube. So I'm able to do, other things, but they go by, how many subscribers you have. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am Rev Melissa. And then today is Friday. So we know Friday is PIP, Practicing Infinite Possibilities with Lindsay. And Lindsay is sharing that her focus today is holiday affirmations. Holiday affirmations. Oh, that is cool. That is cool, Lindsay. I like that. So please tune in for Lindsay's show, 12 o'clock Eastern Time today. And Sekou was live on Wednesday. Yeah, Sekou was live on Wednesday. So if you didn't catch him, please check out Wednesday's show. And he's been doing some more replays this week. So you can always check out the replays also. 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. I think that is everything. So please have a wonderful weekend. You're welcome, Lindsay, very much. And remember that question. In what ways do I treat myself as clutter? How are you treating yourself? How are you treating your shadow? So that's the question. Monday, we're going to unpack the 5 steps to declutter your spiritual life. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.